Pakistan is currently walking a very dangerous tightrope. The first thing you need to know is that Pakistan is on the brink of bankruptcy. About a year ago, they had about $17 billion worth of foreign reserves. Right now, they're down to just $4 billion, and as a net importer, that means they only have about a month's worth of dollars to pay for food and fuel. The next thing you need to know is that they are $275 billion in debt, and to service it, they are scheduled to pay $8.3 billion in the first quarter of this year alone, an utter impossibility. We also need to know that the rupee is plummeting in value. It dropped an incredible 10% in a single day a few days ago, and in addition to the devastating floods of late, they are not in a good position. So how are they going to get out of this situation? Well, they have a very daring plan to play both the West and Russia. To first get onto good terms with the West, they have agreed, as dictated by the IMF, to some very unpopular domestic austerity measures, including raising petrol prices by 35 rupees a litre, or about 14 cents. We need to understand that petroleum in Pakistan is government controlled and subsidised, so increasing it at a time when inflation is over 20% is the last thing the already struggling Pakistani people need right now, but it's one of the terms that the IMF is demanding in order to release an additional $1.3 billion in loans. At the same time, Pakistani officials have met with the Russian energy minister to supply Pakistan with crude oil through a new route that goes through the now Chinese, Russian and Pakistani friendly Afghanistan. Negotiations are currently ongoing as to how Pakistan will pay for it, whether it'll be paid in dollars or Chinese RMB or credit. It's a mystery, but buying cheap oil from a desperate Russia is definitely a short-term solution to curb the cost of importing fuel. You might think instantly, however, that this deal with Russia would instantly result with Western economic sanctions against Pakistan, but their foreign minister has expressed that he doesn't expect that the US would interfere with this arrangement. I suspect that it's because it's in the IMF's interest that Pakistan doesn't go bankrupt, and seeing no other plan, they'll just let it slide. And honestly, it reminds me of the situation when the Roman Republic asked Carthage to stop colonizing Hispania with all their silver mines after the First Punic War, to which Carthage replied with, "We are only doing so as a way to repay your war reparations to you," to which Rome had no reply. There's also a popular theory going around that the US may simply not have much interest in the area anymore after the fall of Afghanistan, and is willing to work with Beijing and indirectly, I guess, with Russia to stop Pakistan from falling into bankruptcy. And if they do go bankrupt, it'll hurt Russia more than anyone else. The foreign minister has also said that he sees Pakistan as a bridge builder between the superpowers, and that Pakistan values their relationship with both the US and Russia equally. I say this is an incredibly precarious situation, and whether it's a stroke of diplomatic genius or a futile attempt to avoid the inevitable, I think it's too early to see. However, please do let me know your thoughts on whether it'll work, and thanks for watching.